Hello everyone, welcome to the Mr. Razak series, your mathematics and chemistry learning hub under the Science Bridge Africa. Science Bridge Africa is a movement dedicated to bridging the gap between science and real-world innovations and applications while connecting Africa through science. As we all know, 2026 marks a historic academic year. The first year ever our senior 6 candidates will sit for their end of cycle examinations under the new curriculum format. However, it has come to our attention that many students and teachers across the country are still facing challenges understanding and adapting to this new curriculum structure. Therefore, as Science Bridge Africa, we feel a deep responsibility and strong commitment to provide a clear, systematic breakdown of the new curriculum syllabus across all your science subject combinations. Well, before we dive into today's objectives, I encourage each one of us to hit the subscribe button, join the Science Bridge Africa community, and stay tuned for our simplified, practical, and impactful science learning experience. Shortly before we start off with our chemistry session, I once again welcome you to the Mr. Razak series, your mathematics and chemistry learning hub under the Science Bridge Africa. Chemistry in Advanced Secondary Curriculum, ASC, is assessed at school and at the end of the cycle examination, which is usually administered by UNEB. Assessment of chemistry at school level is formative and summative, where formative assessment is done through observations, where we have teachers watching students working, and also through conversations, where we have teachers engaging in a talking session with the learners, while summative assessment is done through an examination at the end of the year. Therefore, the end of cycle assessment for chemistry is guided by assessment objectives based on constructs. You may ask yourself what a construct is. So, a construct is an abstract representation of a unifying theme that brings coherency to an assessment task. A construct serves as a generalized concept that combines a cluster of related learning outcomes or competences, or you may call them topics, each contributing to a common learning ability. In other words, a construct is an umbrella in which different topics or related topics are organized. Dated back in the old curriculum, we had an outline of topics organized under organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and inorganic chemistry. Unlike in this new advanced secondary curriculum, a lot of changes have been made, ranging from topics and their order of coverage, and also the format of assessment. So, the scope of coverage for this new advanced secondary curriculum includes the following topics in their order of coverage. The first topic is mole concept and equations. Then 2, we have atomic structure and electronic structure. 3, we have bonding and structure. 4, we have periodicity 1. 5, we have thermochemistry. 6, we have organic chemistry 1. And then 7, we have equilibria 1. 8, we have equilibria 2. And then 9, we have organic chemistry 2. 10, we have electrochemistry. 11, we have periodicity 2. 12, we have organic chemistry 3. And then lastly, 13, we have reaction kinetics. Precisely, we have 13 topics that must be covered. But the beauty is all the above topics are organized in their different and appropriate assessment objectives based on the constructs. So now, Our task is to know how these topics have been organized in the different constructs and the abilities learners are expected to obtain at the end of the construct. We earlier said that a construct is an abstract representation of a unifying theme that brings coherency to an assessment task. It serves as a generalized concept that combines a cluster of related learning outcomes, competences, or you can call them topics, each contributing to a common learning ability. In other words, a construct is an umbrella that combines different topics. And so we have got 3 assessment objectives. We have assessment objective 1, assessment objective 2, and then assessment objective 3. Assessment objective 1 deals with demonstration and understanding of atomic structure and molecular structure, periodic trends, chemical reactivity across the periodic table. And the construct under assessment objective 1 is formation of atomic structure, bonding and periodicity of elements, where a learner applies the knowledge to interpret periodic trends and chemical reactivity. Topics under this construct include atomic and electronic structure, bonding and structure, periodicity 1 and periodicity 2. So, at the end of this construct, a learner must have obtained abilities to deduce the electronic configuration and their implication for chemical properties and bonding, and also predict the atomic behaviors by applying the Afobao principle, Pauli exclusion principle, and the Hans rule. Furthermore, the student must also be in position to examine the nature and type of radioactive decay and also apply the knowledge to predict the decay rates and half-life of specific elements. The learner must also be able to evaluate the principle of radioactivity in real-life application, e.g. in medicine. Then lastly, learners must be capable of troubleshooting the associated health, environmental and ethical implications of radioactive materials. Still under assessment objective 1, under the topic of bonding and structure, a learner should analyze the types of chemical bonds and molecular structures and then relate them to the properties and uses of these substances in real-life contexts. Finally, about the assessment objective 1, for the last topics, periodicity 1 and the periodicity 2, a learner should ably analyze the trends in physical and the chemical properties of group elements and then D block elements, and then their relation to application in industries and the environment. And then finally, a learner should ably evaluate the properties of these elements in the periodic table across the periods and then down the groups. And this brings us to the end of the first assessment objective and its related constructs and topics. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this session. And if you find this helpful, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss our upcoming videos where we shall be breaking down the last 2 assessment objectives and also guiding through the full structure of the paper to help you prepare with confidence and precision. Stay tuned, keep learning, and see you in our next lesson. Thank you. God bless.